to me?
My dad told me a story when I was a kid. My buddy Tim and I, he's one of my best friends, has been in a couple of videos. We always talk about it. These kids called up a phone number randomly to do a prank call, and their prank call was super shitty. They just said, "Kill cops, kill cops." It was a cop.
No.
And he just got their number traced, and they both went to jail.
Dumbasses.
They
really?
were fifth graders on a sleepover. Two upper middle class white kids.
Dumb. Well, not dumb. I mean, that can happen to anybody.
Kill cops.
I think, dude, have you ever done a prank phone call that was pretty fucked up?
I'm sure. I've done so many.
Me and Mitch did one and I felt bad.
This is recent?
No, it was like when we were in college. We did one where we told this guy that we were the San Diego Padres and we had him clocked at 94. Look, the guy never hit fucking 85. He was a terrible pitcher, but he was so stupid that he believed that we had him clocked at 94, and we let him go all the way to San Diego and told him that we would leave the gate open at the stadium so he could come in and pitch for, like, you know, throw a bullpen for our scouts. So he went all the way to San Diego from L.A.
Was he a piece of shit, or was he just a random guy?
He was a piece of shit. That's
pretty funny.
That's fucking funny. Yeah,
that's pretty fucking funny.
It was a combo of me and Mitch because I was the cross checker, which is the guy that like sometimes finds a guy and then sends the scout out. So I was like, we're gonna send a scout out. So we set it up, and then Mitch played the scout, and he fucking killed it, dude. I remember a funny line is like. The guy, he was asking him what kind of workouts he's doing, and the guy was like, "Oh, you know, blah blah blah." And Mitch is like, "You should do the rice bucket because there's this thing where you put your hand in a rice bucket and it kind of builds up your forearms." And he's like, "Oh yeah, yeah." And then Mitch was like, "But if you really want to make it work, you should do the rice and bean bucket. If you do both, it really builds up your forearms." And he fucking was like, "Oh, I'll do that tonight, sir. I'm gonna be right on that rice and bean bucket." He's just an idiot, dude. But yeah, it was fucked up.
One of the best prank things I ever did. This was before Facebook. This was before Instagram. It was in the times of MySpace. We used to make fake profiles for people at our high school and raise hell with those profiles at our high school. So, for example, my buddy Kevin, who's since lost his mind, he was obsessed with this girl. He never had sex with her. He just had a Jones in for this one girl, Jenna. He saw a comment on one of Jenna's pictures. It was her on a beach, and this kid, Nick Cleveland, wrote, "I wish I was there with you, LOL." And my friend just got so jealous and lost his shit that he immediately made a fake profile for this kid. Me, my buddy Tim, and this guy Kevin, who lost his mind, ran that page for 5 years. And I think it's safe to say we ruined this kid Nick Cleveland's life. No. An example, we would use Microsoft Paint to Photoshop, I'm doing quotes for those of you who are listening, pictures of him fucking all the cheerleaders that went to our high school.
And people believed it was him?
Yeah.
That's so fucked up.
And then there was this girl, because I'm from a really rural part of Sacramento, and there were a bunch of like redneck, vaguely white supremacist dudes. Yeah. There was a gang of dudes, and they called themselves the Confederates. That's how like white trashy this place was. But there was this girl who was dating one, and she posted a picture of her boyfriend chugging out of a handle of Jack Daniels.
Oh my God.
Not a fifth, a handle. And our fake Nick Cleveland page, we wrote, "I'd knock that pussy out with one punch, then have sex with you."
Oh my God.
Because the girl posted the picture of her boyfriend. I guess a week later at Denny's, the kid Nick Cleveland got swarmed in a parking lot of Denny's. A bunch of dudes pulled up and like lifted forerunners and shit and just threw him into the shrubbery. We're just screaming in his face.
Oh my God. Nothing ever happened to Nick Cleveland?
The last we heard, he was working at a Taco Bell. I think he'd given up on life. We completely ruined his social credibility.
He never knew who it was?
He never knew who it was.
Did he always deny it?
He always denied it. And the great thing too is because we got bored of just like photoshopping pictures of him fucking like Jenny Swisson on the fucking cheerleading squad. So what we started doing is we made him go through phases. Like he had a phase where he was a conspiracy theorist. And we,
my God.
And we started producing videos. We did one where I wore a ski mask and it was talking about how, like the evil of gun dealers and Big Five Sporting Goods. And there was this place called Wild Sports in our town. And we were like, you're on my hit list, Wild Sports. I'm coming for you. And we filmed a video of me in a fucking ski mask out front, smearing bananas all over their front door.
Oh my
You're such an
God.
asshole.
And we just uploaded them to this kid's MySpace.
No.
And then like this next phase would be like he was an emo kid, and we like Photoshop him into like out of the front man of Taking Back Sunday.
Oh,
we're like,
come on.
We're like, check out my new song, guys. Cute without the E. And like we'd have like a video of the music video.
Dude, what the fuck,
We just
man?
made him seem insane.
No, I can't. Dude, you think people must have known it was ridiculous? Come on, they must have known it was fake. That's out of control. What is? You're out of your mind.
We posted like his profile picture was just those really shitty things that used to float around the internet. It's like a low class model girl with a Playboy bunny tattooed on top of a pot leaf.
Right.
That was his profile picture.
Oh my
and the
God.
caption was "Smoke pot, get hot, LOL."
Oh my God.
Just the gayest thing. And I remember some girl we knew was messaging him. She's like, is this really Nick Cleveland? And we were like, no, Megan, it's us. And she's like, okay, I thought so. This seemed a little too gay to be Nick Cleveland.
That's so funny. So the guy was just like, oh my God, he never found out it was you guys?
He was a really handsome dude and seemed to have a good head on his shoulders. But after a couple of years of that, we saw him working at a local Taco Bell, and then he moved to Arizona. So I think we can say we ruined his life.
I think Nick Cleveland's probably doing just fine. Dude, I bet you Nick Cleveland's fucking killing it somewhere, man.
I hope.
He turned all that fucking bullying into some kind of great thing.
I wish they...
That's really funny, though, and we should probably do that now. Well, it's kind of like...
They report it now. You can report that shit now.
you can
It's a
report
completely
it.
different time.
Yeah, you can't do that. The only bullying online stuff I would do like that is often back when Facebook first like came out and the Apple Store was big and stuff. For people, like internet was cool. Like you didn't have it on your phones as much and shit. People would like pull up their Facebook profile like at a lot of like at Apple stores, and I would like completely change their profiles and like come out of the closet to like all the guys' friends. I remember one time I did it really, really hardcore to this one guy, and a couple of his friends were like, "Yeah, man, I always knew that about you, man. You didn't have to tell me, but I don't know why you're telling me, man." And then he like blocked him, and I changed all his books to like all these gay books that he liked, and I thought it was so fucking hilarious. Now I feel bad about it.
Men are from Venus. Other men are from penis.
Yes. Shit like that. Like 20 greatest gay athletes.
Well, you could be reading that just for innocent curiosity.
Why not?
All right, boys, let's wrap this up.